Hi, my name is Savvy and welcome to Simply Savvy Reno. I bought a 1970s home, and in this house there's a 21 by 26 foot rec room, and we're turning it into a in-law suite. And in the house there's a lot of updates that need to be done, so I'll show you all the struggles and ups and downs that we've gone through this renovation, and hopefully it can help someone else out there. Over here, you can see that they took down the beams from the ceiling, which was really nice, but it's just not going to work in our new space. And then there's a kitchenette that was taken out, but we're going to return the cabinets back in its place, but we just have to completely gut the entire area so we can do the renovations. So the family room in the original part of the house has wood paneling and a popcorn ceiling, and we thought we would get rid of the popcorn ceiling ourselves by spraying it with water and scraping it. But as we did that, it would also get onto the walls, and the walls had very thin wood paneling, so that started to bubble, and the ceilings would get all like blotchy because it wasn't getting scraped off in a nice clean smooth way, so it ended up becoming quite a disaster. So we brought in the professionals. We learned the hard way to just leave it to the professionals for certain things, so they came in and they tore down the walls and ceilings and started from scratch, and it looks good now. Okay. And back to the rec room. So you can see here how they put down the plastic for the flooring, and they're going to raise the floors. And with the raising of the floors, we have to raise the doors as well. And there's lots of little things that come with this renovation. It's not a simple thing of just putting up walls. We wanted to be able to have the floors be all one level for the in-law suite going into the original house. It'll all be one level. So that meant we had to take care of other issues downstream, which would be like the doors had to be cut out and raised, and the different outlets, electrical outlets had to be raised. And those are all things that the contractor takes care of course, but just little details that you have to remember to look at. And this house is a 1970s house, which has a central vacuum. And actually, it works a whole lot better than even my handheld vacuum. So I wanted to be able to keep it. So my biggest recommendation is, if you're going to do a renovation, to have everything written out in detail in your contract. So that way there won't be any ambiguity, because I wanted the central vacuum to remain in the rec room, which would become the new in-law suite. But I didn't want it to get closed off or like moved to a different area or something like that. So just make sure your contract is as detailed as you want it to be when you're going over it and getting it signed the first time. And try to, if you're going to get your house renovated, try to think of every little detail you can of what you want. Like, know what you want. That's my biggest recommendation. So there's the closet that we added, but there's no light that was ever installed in it, and it's not going to get installed because these are high ceilings. So that's one issue. And then another issue that I can foresee is that in the with the high ceilings in the bathroom and even the laundry room, with it being so high, like when the lights go out, how am I going to change out the lights? Or let's say I want to clean out the exhaust fan and it's full of dust. Am I going to be getting on a really tall ladder to do all those things? So those are little details that I really should have thought about in the beginning, but it got bypassed. This living area is 8 feet wide and very long as the room, 26 feet, something like that. So it should be enough room to house a sofa and maybe table and some chairs. The kitchenette, though, the original counters were custom in size and depth, so hopefully it'll all be put back in, and it'll fit still. Not sure, but we'll see. And then for decorating, we'll see down the road how that goes. Subscribe. And I hope that this video has been some help to you. And if you've gone through a renovation, please share at the bottom what you've gone through, and we can all help each other out. Thanks.